Public figures' lives can never seem to escape the gossip and discussion circles of their fans. Similarly, the famous American basketball player LeBron James has stirred the conversation by announcing he wants to own the NBA team in Las Vegas. Very recently, LeBron's value was estimated to be crossing $1 billion, giving a billionaire status to the young athlete. And the man already has solid plans on how he wants to invest that money. Let's see how. First up, LeBron's very invested in owning a sports team. In a clip of the HBO show The Shop, the billionaire superstar expressed his desire to own a basketball team himself. In the words of the Los Angeles Lakers superstar, "I want to own a team. I want to buy a team for sure. I want a team in Vegas." We can see how specific he was about his plans, as if he already planned it out and is now laying bare the plan for the public to learn about his next move. The full episode of the show starring LeBron James was released last week, where he can be seen discussing his plans in detail. Actually, if you see the episode, you'll realize how owning a team was a very old dream of the basketball player. It isn't something he just decided to do once he became a billionaire. As he mentions in the video, last season it was his aim to own a team. He emphasized the words "sooner than later," which clearly depicts how long he's been wanting to cross this goal off his wish list. Now LeBron's partnerships. The Los Angeles superstar also hinted about how he's not only a billionaire but also a partner at Fenway Sports Group, which is the parent company owning the Liverpool FC, Boston Red Sox, and the latest addition to the basketball family teams, the Pittsburgh Penguins. So, we can imagine how involved he must have been in sports not only as a player but also as an administrator. Given his foresight and determination, we're sure the man will have the NBA team in Las Vegas sooner than later. Let's see, what does Adam Silver have to say about NBA expansion? Here's another interesting news recently. The NHL expanded both Vegas and Seattle, which has sparked plenty of rumors that the NBA too is going to follow suit. About this expansion, Adam Silver commented that both cities are wonderful markets, but didn't say anything about the expansion, hence creating suspense and thrill for fans. The only former NBA players who's also the owner of the team in the same league as Michael Jordan, the Charlotte Hornets. Another one is Shaquille O'Neal, who had a stake in the Sacramento Kings for quite a while, but sold it in January this year. The most recent sold NBA team was the Minnesota Timberwolves for $1.5 billion last year. Next, LeBron's history as an athlete. Fans have shown a lot of concern over James's decision to own a sports team, and we understand the traction our superstar athlete is getting. Let's take a look at the history of the Lakers player to find out why he is loved the way he is. Well, for starters, LeBron James has been a 4-time NBA champion. This record itself is groundbreaking, and we know how much we love the players who take their teams to extreme heights. He is handsome, well-built, and soft-spoken, yes, but he's also good at what he does. So fans' obsession with his goals and next moves is understandable, no? We also believe that James becomes the first active player in NBA history with a net worth of $1 billion, as per Forbes magazine, is another major reason for all the traction he's receiving. Honestly speaking, we're loving every bit of discussion revolving around our favorite sports star. James is also just 37 years old, which is not a big number, but the man has already wooed his fan base with his remarkable skills, talent, and his ambitions. One thing's clear, the man is far-sighted. He knows what he's doing, and he's actually really good at it. James signed a contract with the Lakers for the early season of 2022-23, and once it ends, he'll be a free agent. But even during his time at the Lakers, regular member, he's all set to test the waters of professional team ownership. Smart move, isn't it? Last year in March, the sportsman winning All-Star for 18 games in a row became partners of the Fenway Sports Group. The man later became a half owner of Major League Baseball's Boston Red Sox. There's a close association between all these sports clubs if you've ever noticed, which makes everything more clear and easy to grasp, such as FSG owning Liverpool, the English Premier League club. The National Basketball Association expanded into 29 to 32 teams and then suddenly stopped. Although fans were expecting it to expand further, it really didn't, and to say we never wondered about it would be a lie. Now, other news about LeBron. Adam Silver hints at NBA expansion. So in the year 2004, the NBA included the team, Charlotte Bobcats, and later changed the name to Charlotte Hornets, and as highlighted earlier, the most recent basketball team to go on the market is, yes, you got it right, the Minnesota Timberwolves, fetching a whopping $1.2 billion. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver had his annual State of the League press conference last week, where he mentioned he had no plans of expanding expanding the association anytime soon. In his words, "We are not discussing that at this time. As I said before, at some point the league invariably will expand, but it's not at this moment that we are discussing it." Are you thinking the same about this statement as we are? Yes, he clearly hinted at expanding the NBA in the future, hasn't he? And that's pretty much obvious, as these associations, that's how these work, right? And Adam not spilling the beans about what's really going on in the team at the moment is also justified. The moment loses its spark if it's discussed too long before it actually happens. So yes, that much we understand, but this isn't it. Adam was asked more questions in the press conference, and as you're going to see, the man did not refrain from answering them. In fact, he left the fans intrigued and more tempted to know what's really cooking in their favorite basketball association. Next, Las Vegas and Seattle as potential expansion locations for the NBA. But the questions didn't end here. He was further asked about Las Vegas and Seattle as locations for the hypothetical expansion of his teams, and Adam endorsed both cities by saying, "Those are wonderful markets," as he further stated how the whole franchise was there and they aren't there anymore, which he often misses, but he still has a WNBA team in Seattle, which is brand new, but doing great nonetheless. He informed the audience to be in Las Vegas in July for their summer league, which has also proved itself to be a brilliant sports market. So we can see how the commissioner of the NBA has satiated our curiosity with his precise statement. Honestly, the Lakers megastar, the league's #2 career scorer, and the 4 times NBA champion have taken the world by storm by making $121.2 million within just 1 year, spanning from May 2021 to May 2022 via his off-court earnings and on-court salary. His total worth trailed only that the football megastar Lionel Messi, who is also on Forbes' highest-paid athletes list after making $130 million. LeBron commented that making $1 billion is something that he had in his mind for a while, and now his dream has come true. How passionate, enthusiastic, and a remarkable athlete he has been, who not only thinks outside the box, but makes things come true. Inspiring, isn't it? Back in 2014, in an interview conducted by GQ, LeBron had said, "I want to expand my business." He was equally excited of thinking of being a billionaire 8 years ago, and we can anticipate his excitement today now when his words have been turned into reality. Although James missed the playoffs for the 4th time in his career, and the Lakers also struggled a lot in the last year, he nevertheless did become the oldest player to average 30 points in a season at the age of 37. This is a record on its own. And now Forbes' calculation of LeBron's assets. Forbes has reported that from his 19-year-old career with the Miami Heat, Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Lakers, James has made more than $385 million and made the rest of $1 billion from other sources. Forbes estimates that James made more than $500 million from his cash investments alone. Apart from Spring Hill, LeBron was also invested in the sale of Beats by Dre to Apple back in 2014. He also holds shares in Beachbody, the fitness company. From Fenway Sports Group, LeBron makes a whopping $90 million. At one time, LeBron was also a minority owner of the Liverpool FC. He exchanged his position for a 1% ownership stake in the FSG. FSG owns Fenway Park, Liverpool, half of Roush Fenway Racing, and the Boston Red Sox. Not only this, but recently, FSG agreed to spend approximately $900 million to buy the Pittsburgh Penguins. LeBron made $80 million via his real estate holdings, which also include $10 million in mansions in Ohio, Akron, and 2 more homes in Los Angeles, the area for which LeBron has combined a collective $59.75 million. His $30 million comes from his interest in the pizza chain Blaze, which he bought at a 10% stake for less than $1 million way back in 2012. That's a wrap for this video. See you in the next one.